What's up YouTube, this is Ames for Survival, and today we're hiking in South Cumberland. Stay tuned. Thanks again for watching, guys. We're out here, we got Rick, Athena, and Madison with me, and we're going to be doing the Savage Gulf Trails. We're going to be seeing some waterfalls, setting up at a primitive campsite. A lot of fun. Let's get started. You're going to be my cameraman.
She's waiting for love to be realized. I'll send her my heart covered as a gift, and hope that you'll take it into her side. La 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 la.
So hey guys, we're out here at the Savage Gulf Trails, just doing a small loop. Don't really know which ones we're all gonna put together out here today. Figure we'll find our campsite. We got one reserved, and we will go ahead and set up our tarps. I think we're all tarping this time. Madison, this will be her first time in a tarp. Say hi, Madison.
Hi.
That's my goddaughter right there. Of course, everybody knows Instructor Rick. Whoa, and Athena. Athena might be new to the channel, guys. This is our battle dog.
Come on.
Ooh, feels good to be out today, guys. It's a little humid, a little hot, Brought a little extra gear to accommodate everybody, but we actually took less than we normally do, except for Rick. He's got what we're gonna call the gray monster this time. Madison, how you doing?
Good.
Wave at everybody. So we're only about half a mile now from our campsite. Like I was saying, we will be doing hammocks and tarps, but we don't know the region. First time I've ever been here anyways. Beautiful scenery.
This dog loves to lead.
The bridges out here are kind of crazy. Look at this.
Alright,
There's a
Madison.
lot of rocks in there.
Alright, Madison, come on. We're gonna go straight up.
Moss, I like moss. That looks really pretty, Rick. It does. There's plenty of trees. Okay everyone, we had a real good nice hike in. Wanted to show you a little bit about the gear I'm bringing. Okay everybody, here's what I brought to make camp with. I do have my dry bag for the camera and the gear. Do have a 25-30 liter backpack and a tarp on the outside. I do have my fishing pole, my tripod, which I probably won't get much use out of. Alright, let's set up camp. Okay, so looking around, the best sites, it seems, are between those two trees and the trees far on that side. Possibly, just possibly, from that small tree to there. Not really sure where they're wanting to set up. I see a small spot right over here that I might swing my hammock from. But we'll get into it and we'll see what we get out of it. Say hi, Madison.
Hi.
She's been helping me gather firewood. Noticing this time I'm running a different tarp. I do have the Adventure 2 trail tarp. Inside here, I do have an off-brand hammock. This is a Sil Nylon. I love this thing. It's been reliable. For my strap system, I use some that I acquired and repurposed from my kayak, but it matches up perfectly. For the hooks, I am running a trucker's hitch, as you notice. And my tarp just happened to be the perfect length to tie off on this end. So, again, I'm running the Diamond. I think Madison's going to be in the Snug Pack Jungle hammock because it has the bug net on there. And she's going to be running an A-frame, I believe, right next to her dad.
Yep.
So guys, we're going to get to working on some firewood here. I'm about to put together a tripod right there. Ain't nothing to it but to do it. For this outing, my 2 cutting tools, actually 3. I've got one of the knives I picked up at Blade Show. This one is by Frost River Company, I believe. It's got about 4.5 inch blade. Beautiful knife. I'll show you a close up of it here in a minute. My brother for Christmas, I got me a little hatchet. Now this is by Cameless. You can see I've about wore out the sheath on it. But it's done real good work out here today. It's just got the fiberglass handle and it's super, super light. We use a little tarred bearings line and go ahead and tie us up a tripod. Put it over the campfire for later. That'll make cooking things a lot easier and protect our gear. Sounds like that water's gonna feel good.
What are you doing?
Tying up the tripod so that the legs work like they're supposed to. These here is a lash when you go around and a frat when you go between. And what this will do, will let all three legs move independent while being strong in the center point. Definitely make camping a lot more comfortable. Rick, this way. Oh. Go on it then.
Alright, there you go. Lay him on top of the rock. Lay him on top of the rock right here. Make him reach. Make it reach. Okay, that's enough. Let it catch up on you. Okay.
Hey guys, so we modified camp just a little bit within the rules of the park. We brought in a stump and a small section cut and made us a table. I do have a raised chair just for my personal comfort. We've got our fire going with a good reflector rock. We've got plenty of firewood for the night. Never underestimate what you think you need. If you think you got enough, get 3 times more, okay? Now remember, rotten wood burns real fast. Hardwoods, you'll know a particular sound when you break it, and when you're sawing it, it takes a lot more work. However, hardwoods will burn longer and cleaner. You want to avoid pines or any woods with sap, as it will put black nastiness all over your cookware and taint the taste of your food. We got Madison practicing her fire lay skills. She's doing very good. We use the surefire method, which should always be included in practice with your kids. Teach them about fire safety. If you look down and around, you'll notice we have kicked all the duff, all the debris away from our fire. We studied the wind patterns. Wind is not bad tonight. However, you never know what's going to happen, so you keep your fire materials outside your fire ring. Well guys, we're going to cook up some food and have a good time. Looks like a face. Right now, guys, it's starting to get dark. If you notice behind me on the horizon, it looks a lot lighter than it really is. But we're going ahead and we're cleaning up camp just a little bit, okay? The reason why we're doing this is because at night, that's when you lose gear. All right, we had some of the cooking implements, some of the containers that we don't really need. We've got our water topped off. We've got 2 quarts on the boil. We've got a couple bottles of fresh water that is already disinfected. We have a table that we built from natural material. Awesome. Thank you, Madison. Of course, Athena is sitting high on the hog. Aren't you, hon? Athena? Yeah. Oh, yeah. She's a little camera shy. We got plenty of firewood left because we waited, and we're going to use a feeder log system. Now, as you notice, we have some of the longer logs, and all we've done is put them in the tip of the fire. I don't know if you can tell, but right around here somewhere is an opening. We have the rocks blocking the fire from escaping, and we will slowly feed this log in. Now, the reason why we use the feeder log system and just burning the tips is so that, first off, you don't have 2 poles sticking out each side, which limits your ability to get to the fire and becomes a trip hazard near the fire. Now, with that said, just burning the tips means the fire's only in one position. So if, say, a log were to burn in half and fall in 2 directions, you have 2 big problems. We only have one, and it will never roll. Guys, there's a lot of information in this particular video. I hope you check out Madison's fire making video. I'll show you a little bit of that here.
Awesome.
Right there. She did real good, guys. She did excellent. And if an 8-year-old can make some fire, if an 8-year-old can make some fire, you can make some fire, guys. Have the right tools with you. It's amazing how bright it looks behind me. There's probably 30% visibility. I could probably see about 40 feet around me. At this point, we are relying on fire for light. We do have headlamps, of course. The tripod and the Pathfinder bush pot, my personal favorite, is hard at work. We've got a couple MREs we're going to eat up, try out. I believe I've got some kind of Mexican chicken soup. And hey, Rick, what are you eating?
What?
What'd you decide to eat?
Penne pasta with vegetable crumbles and spicy tomato sauce.
Hardly roughing it, guys. Hardly roughing it. And again, we're still drying out from swimming. We still have our clothes dried out from earlier. Again, your priorities, you want to be dry when you sleep, especially in a hammock. Uh-oh, somebody's sounding a little fussy. I think they got a potty time going. I want to go ahead and show you just a little bit about my camp setup if there's just enough light left. Oh, nope. So again, I am running a hammock and tarp. So is everybody here? It is my preferred setup if you're carrying it on your back, guys. Now, if you have conveyance, bring a cot. But back to the good stuff, guys. Oh, our guard dog's sounding off. It's nice to have the extra eyes and ears out here. Now, of course, Athena is a registered service dog. She is trained for, we'll say, calming. Ironically, she's barking, but she's actually a very well trained dog. There's a lot of things and some things I want to talk about as far as how service dogs should be recognized and acknowledged, especially in certain companies. We'll get to that on another day. I don't like to get political. But yeah, we're going to boil this water up. I'm going to try out some chili ramen noodles. Yeah, I'm going to have some more carbs. I'm going to eat that spicy chicken MRE soup, old style MRE, which are the ones I was raised with and practiced with. We didn't have the heater cores, which is okay. We're going to soft boil them, if you know what that is. If you don't, and you have a older style MRE, all you have to do is bring your water to a boil. Make sure that you got room to add the MRE without it spilling. Add the MRE, and maybe a simmer. I would say just keep the water that is already boiled hot, and just soft boil it. Leave it in there for 10 minutes, maybe not even that, depends on how hot the water really is, and heat up. Oh yeah, buddy, I'm hungry. We've done hiked a little bit, went swimming in the waterfall, did a little fishing, a little bushcrafting. We did, of course, make the fire pit, the tripod, the pot hanger, a toggle system for that. I am sitting on a double log camp bench, which is amazing. A log on the ground is good. A log on 2 other logs, much better, much better. Like I said, we did take found materials, which would be a stump and a round circle cutout, and made a table. We have several other seats. Madison was talking about wanting to make a bird nest tomorrow. Which is funny. She wants to make it for the birds, but we're going to teach her how to do it for the fire, okay? We'll teach her for the birds. No, we're going to teach her for the fire. Alright, guys. My battery is kind of low, so I'm only going to jump in for the rest of this video and letting you know the highlights. And I'm just going to hang out with Rick and Madison and have a good time. You guys need to get out camping. Okay guys, we're making very good time today. We got our gear a little bit lighter with a little less water, a little less food. We know the route a little better too, although we are walking it backwards now. Madison's on point. She's learned her trailblazing system. Hey Madison, what color are we following?
White.
White, see, she knows. Got Athena switching up, taking the lead. I'm now in the back of the pack. Let's hope nobody ate something spicy last night.
Just that spicy MRE I had.
Oh, just trying to reflect a little on the experience. I did bring the windbreaker style jacket, not the shark skin jacket. Wasn't near as warm. So if you are gonna take a light jacket, you might want to consider a warming shirt. Even one of natural material, not synthetic. Let's see here. Always double check that the water bottle fits your Sawyer. Don't just assume that just because your Aquafina bottle worked last time that your Aquafina bottle will work this time. Unless of course it's the same bottle. What else was there? What else was there? Hey guys, so we had a good night's sleep. The hammocks, all three of them ran really good. Again, we did not use a mesh hammock this time. Haha, lesson learned. All right, we did get a little cold. And again, if you notice to my side here, we use up every bit of that firewood. So again, 3 times what you think it's gonna take. Magic number. We had our coffee this morning, all kinds of oatmeal bars, summer sausage, all kinds of good meat this morning. Of course, Athena was on guard all night. We did hear the coyotes get active last night. Biggest thing is keep fire in your camp, keep the dog tied up. They will try to lure your pets out there. Okay, next let's talk about water, guys. We went through a lot of water, especially there being 2.5 of us. I mean, we refilled that platypus bag probably 3 times altogether, and we boiled. Before we left this morning, we all hydrated. We drank as much as we could, then we boiled again and filled up all our containers. Well, we're going to do a small hike. I'll bring you along on that. But other than that, guys, if you haven't already, I need you to smash your like button, comment down below, and as always, subscribe. Be safe.